the fact that doing something I don't ever do and don't recommend or by any means endorse.
Alright. He's right there.
But I'm going to prove a point. Breaking the law for the sake of breaking the law. The Union Station is always surrounded by law enforcement, and these are legitimate law enforcement. Like you got Amtrak police, you got Capitol Police, you got Metropolitan Police, you got these guys are get some more drink. Are supposed to be here because it's their job. With so many different law enforcement agencies already responsible for policing Union Station, I mean, it's ridiculous. And it looks like the tanks and the troops that were there yesterday are not there anymore. So clearly someone has told the National Guard to back off of Union Station. Because yesterday there were at least 2 MRAPs and a lot more troops, just many uniform guys and people in uniform just standing around doing nothing, being bored out of their minds probably.
What the world's gone to people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and not be true, but it is. Living in the world, working home, so rich man goes for rich and Lord knows all the swine.
Okay, so there's a couple things going on here that I take issue with. And it's not the protesters or the fact that they're protesting outside the Heritage Foundation here in Washington, D.C. That's not the problem. The issue is it's a complete and total waste of time. You know, there's a quote by Helen Mirren that I'm going to butcher, so I'm not going to quote. But basically what she says is, before you're going to get into an argument with somebody, before engaging in any form of conflict with somebody, first ask yourself, is the person you're about to get into a conflict with, are they going to listen? Are they mature enough? Do they have the maturity level to even have the capacity to listen to a difference of opinion? If these people are not, if the person you're about to get into in this conflict with doesn't have the mental maturity to even entertain the possibility of a difference of opinion, then there's no point in even allowing a conflict to begin in the first place. They're not listening. Not only are they not listening, they're not capable of listening. They don't want to. They don't. Even if they could, they can't because they're not mature enough. They're not capable of accepting that there might be a difference of opinion in how the world works. That other different people live differently, and that's okay. So if they can't even grasp the concept of a difference of opinion, there's no point in trying to argue with them, to stand outside here on the street and protest in front of their office, in front of their headquarters, because they lack the mental maturity to hear it. You can be as loud and obnoxious and as big as you want. You could have 10 million people standing outside this one built office, yelling and protesting, and all with one voice trying to send a message to the Heritage Foundation, but they still can't hear you because they lack the mental capacity to do so. They lack the maturity to accept that there could possibly be a difference of opinion. And God forbid, here's the real kicker, are they capable of accepting the fact that maybe they might be wrong? They might be in the wrong here. They might be on the wrong side of history. Because you need to ask yourself, you need to know whether or not you are on which side of history you're going to be on, whether you're right or you're wrong. And these people don't know that. They don't understand that they're on the wrong side of history. They lack the capacity to understand this basic, simple concept these people out here are trying to express. So it's a complete waste of time and energy and resources. And when you're a grassroots organization fighting from the streets, for your streets, resources are finite, and energy and resources and time and energy is all finite and very limited. And these things like this, albeit vital and important to that they exist and that they are allowed to exist and that they do exist. And visibility is everything, especially when you're trying to when you're fighting authoritarian policies and occupation of a peaceful city that does not need nor did not ask for its occupation, but redirect the resources and redirect it into meaningful conversation and debate and actual conversation with people who are willing to accept that maybe they might be wrong, or if not, that there's such a thing as a difference of opinion. They do exist, and that is okay. These people here at the Heritage Foundation, they don't know that. They don't want to know that. They don't care. They're not listening. This right here is just noise and a complete, total waste of it.